be by your side. I'll be by your side whenever you need me. I'll be by your side whenever you call my name. I'll be by your side. Whenever you need me, I'll be by your side. I'll be right there. Whenever you call my name. I saw you there. You were standing on.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the City of Healing. This is your sister, Cement Enter Angela. Hope that everyone is having a beautiful Saturday morning. It's beautiful here. It's maybe like 68 degrees, nice breeze. You know, this beautiful fall morning. Wanted to come forth and just do a brief share the outfit of the day, the scent of the day, a little thought of the day. Anyway, let's start with the outfit of the day. Basically a sleek, kind of reserved type of outfit, a long burgundy turtleneck dress. I love turtlenecks. I used to wear them a lot, and what the secret that they taught us to do is if you want it to be high, you get the cloth tape and you put it really high and it stays up and it looks really sleek like that, but I don't have that today. But anyway, I love turtlenecks. You can do so much with them. But this is a dress. It's sort of spandex material, a little thicker, but very form-fitting. And I didn't really want to show my form that much today. So, you know, I have little bulges here and there. And as I mentioned before, I do not like wearing what they call shapewear or girdles. Or it's just too constricting to me. So rarely do I do that, so I do other things to hide my little extra little bulge here and there. And what I did do is I put my favorite black long cardigan over it. I have this for years, and I belted the whole thing. And basically it's sleek yet reserved, kind of gives it kind of a boho feel and a little different. And my belt that I use is a snake print. It's more than snake, it's python. It's not real python, of course, and I have the python or snake print boots as well. And just some plain little black earrings, and the makeup that I have today is just basically still some lipstick from Lancome. I'm wearing makeup if I wear lipstick. And this one is basically called L'Absolute Rouge Secret Cream. And it's beautiful, like I said, by Lancome. And beautiful packaging, kind of different. You just push it in, I think, like that. And that's the color of it, just gorgeous. I love this. I've had it since last year. I rarely wear it, so I have a lot of it. And that's basically the outfit of the day. Feeling still very comfortable, a little sleek, and just refined, mature look. Anyway, the outfit of the day, the perfume of the day. I heard so much about this perfume, and with any perfume, I just had to have it. So I finally got it, and when I got it, I was like, oh, this don't smell like I intended for it to smell. So, but the name of it is Fleur de Peau. Now, some people, they will call it Fleur de Peau. Fleur de Peau. I'm not sure. I say Fleur de Peau, but a lot of people say Fleur de Peau. But anyway, that's by Boutique, and another reason why I got it, because I love the packaging of it. It looks good with your other perfumes, something different. It's gorgeous. And this is the box that it came in. It came with some other packaging around it as well, but that's long gone, of course. And I just wanted to keep it in the box because I like it. And this is the perfume itself, so gorgeous bottle, yet simple but different. I don't know if you'll be able to tell it here. And if you look on the inside of it like so, you can basically see artwork, and all of them have something, I believe, different when I've looked at it. And this right here looks like an angel sitting in a tree, basically. It's gorgeous, but you won't be able to see it. It's gorgeous. And when I first sprayed this perfume, like I said, I wasn't wowed as I expected it to be. So when I first spray it, and I spray it on myself, I want something more, something else. And it's like a shy perfume. It doesn't give it to you like I want it to. But as it starts to dry down, you start to get the powdery or iris type of feel. And the notes that it has in it that I get when I first spray it are the aldehydes. So basically this kind of vintage type of smell. And then you get the amaret, which is basically a skin scent, basically musky. It's like an Indian spice, but not very strong, spicy. But like I said, it's more musk, and it's gorgeous. But it's very, very reserved. And also you smell, like I said, the amaret, which is the seed flower. You get the iris, it's a powdery, the iris root, which is a powdery type of smell. And also it has some ambergris in it, which I've shared on my scent of the day conversations, that is sort of like an animalic kind of smell. And they say it's from, the dried feces or vomit of the whale that's kind of rare and expensive and exotic. And this perfume, I feel, like I said, is very enveloping. It's beautiful, but it doesn't do or perform as strong as I want it to. But it's very gorgeous. It's very subtle. It has this powdery feel, this animalic, musky smell. And like I said, I just wanted to do more. It acts kind of shy, and it doesn't just grab you like I want. It doesn't have that oomph, but it's a very beautiful, different kind of scent. Fleur de Peau, however you wish to pronounce it. Gorgeous. I'm glad I have it in my collection. Sometimes I layer it with other perfumes, but mostly I wear it on its own. Like I said, it's a musky type of smell. It does last long, but it doesn't project or do a lot of things, but it's gorgeous. That's the scent of the day, Fleur de Peau. Anyway, the thought of the day, things continue. I could say it'll continue to unfold and happening. And I thought I wanted to, because I've been thinking about it a lot this week. How people talk about longevity, what to do to live a long life, And so first, I think I have to ask myself, what does longevity mean to me? How important is longevity to me? And longevity basically, of course, is how long you live, and how important is it for you to live a long life. And I say I'm kind of 50-50. I'm not gonna wish that I live a long life. I'm not gonna wish that I live a short life. Whatever is meant to be will happen. And I believe longevity has a lot to do with your genetics, and basically you work upon that. I know my children's babysitter, she's 92 now, and she's smoked, and she eats whatever she wants. And now at least once a week I bring her a hamburger all the way with everything on it, at least once a week from Cookout. And she is just so happy and elated when she gets that burger. She might not eat the whole thing sometimes, but she is so excited to eat that hamburger. And of course, a hamburger is not necessary. I don't eat hamburgers, but it is not the healthiest thing I feel to eat, but she enjoys it so much and so happy when we drop it off to her to enjoy. And so many things affect your longevity besides what you eat. It's how you think, it's how your spiritual life, other things like accidents can happen, other things like, murder or mental health issues can affect the longevity of your life. So I can't exactly nail it upon what you eat, even though, some studies and research that I've read that, the Japanese live a long life because of some of the things that they eat, their longevity, and their lifestyles. And if I based it upon what they eat very small portions. And my grandmother that lived till she was 92, and her grandmother that lived to 103 or 104, one thing that I noticed as far as what they did to, as far as how they ate very little and in small portions. And that's something in Americans that we don't do. Even myself, I usually eat maybe one meal a day, but I think eat a lot. But a lot of people don't think so. But sometimes I eat breakfast, but I don't eat 3 meals a day like I used to once upon a time. But I do love food. I do have a good relationship with food. But, food is not necessarily all that affects the longevity of your life. I would say we have to look at our genetics, our mental health, our spiritual health, as well as what we eat and how we think. And I did my own minor research study because I have access to old elderly, asking them what they thought was the secret to longevity. And they all agreed that it was their spiritual health. Their spiritual life, believing in God, going to church. That's what they believed in. And these people were in their 90s and in their hundreds. And that's, they said, was the secret to their longevity. Very few mention anything about diet and exercise, even though now a lot of people are really obsessed with the type of foods that they eat. A lot of people are on the vegan vegetarian lifestyle. I myself was on that, even though I can, go strictly vegetarian or vegan if I choose to. But I just eat whatever I want basically, and I know what I don't want to eat as well. So basically you have to decide yourself whether longevity is important to you, because talking to a lot of young people, because I have access to a lot of young people, they don't want to live a long life. They want to live a very fulfilling and happy life. They don't want, a lot of them, the common thing they said, they don't want to not be able to do the things that they like to do, going out with friends, eating whatever they want. They don't want to live like that. And that's their opinion. I thought it was interesting to talk about things like that, about longevity. Also, going back and thinking about, as far as food and, people saying that, food, our meats are poisonous, and how we cook our food is toxic, etc., etc. And, I tell people all the time, if our food is poisonous, what we have to think about the land where we get our food. If would that be poisonous or toxic as well? And the seeds, where do we get the seeds? If someone wanted to infect a people or population, wouldn't they affect or infect the seeds as well? And these toxic seeds, of course, the animals eat that, and some of us eat the animals, etc., etc. It's, like I said, a cycle of life. So I wouldn't base, being a vegan or vegetarian as promoting the longevity of your lifespan. And I also would like to say that a lot of people said it's no secret, really. And as I can say again, we have to look at our genetics. We have to look at the portion of foods that we eat. We have to think about the type of life that we live. Do we live toxic lives or hazardous lives, or how is our spiritual life, our mental health, etc., etc.? I don't think there is a secret, but I do think that we have to establish in our lives what makes our lives fulfilling, and not necessarily it being a long life, because a long life you get to see a lot of things, good and bad, and you get to see a lot of people in our lives that have to leave before us, you know, as a means of, death. You get to experience a lot more sadness and a lot more happiness as well. So we have to establish what is most important in our lives, being it fulfilling life, being it a healthy life, fulfilling life, longevity. Longevity, what does that include? Being bedridden all your life, being sickly all your life, being cautious of what you eat and what you don't eat. Why do you eat the way you eat? Is it, the vegetarian life? Is it because it makes you feel good, or do it makes you feel more healthier, etc., etc.? Because I myself, I can't say, I've made it to the age that I am now without, no aches and pains, not taking any medicine, and just basically still living a fulfilling life. A lot of things that I do want to accomplish and see, but I'm not wishing, yes, I want to outlive these many people, or I want to have a short life because I don't want to experience certain things in my life. Whatever the higher power, or whatever I decide, is my time to cease this life, is what it is. It's meant to be. So that's my point. That's my thought anyway about the secret to longevity. There is no secret, but there should be a thought as to what makes your life fulfilling, because if you have the healthiest lifestyle of all, who's to say that your life can't be taken in other means? So what makes your life fulfilling? Anyway, that's my thought for today, a small thought of today. Thanks for visiting the city, and I hope that you all have a beautiful day. Take care.